Welcome to HappyMind Nutrition, where we rediscover the simple, time-tested way our families used to eat. Today we look at why our great-grandparents ate whole foods without trying, simply because that was what filled their kitchens and tables. They grew what they could, cooked from scratch, and let the seasons guide what reached their plates. This is general educational and cultural information, not medical advice, and individual results vary. In those days, a pot of vegetables simmering on the stove or a loaf cooling on the counter was ordinary life rather than a special choice. Research suggests that such patterns brought steady fiber from plants and a variety of nutrients from minimally processed ingredients. Many cultures valued these habits because they made the most of what was close at hand. We will explore 5 everyday traditions that shaped how people ate, pairing the stories behind them with what nutrition science supports today. The focus stays on gentle daily patterns rather than dramatic changes. Many households kept a small garden where tomatoes, beans, leafy greens, and root vegetables grew right outside the door. These fresh picks often moved straight from soil to pot with little time in between. Families valued the taste and the way the produce fit naturally into daily meals like stews or simple sides. Research suggests that regular vegetable intake supports normal digestion because the fiber adds bulk and feeds helpful gut bacteria. Traditionally, people ate what ripened each week, which meant a changing mix of colors and textures across the year. Today, we see similar benefits when plates hold plenty of colorful plants prepared at home. The garden also encouraged movement and connection to food sources that felt steady and reliable. Warm evenings might find someone picking beans or pulling carrots for supper. These habits did not require special planning, yet delivered consistent nourishment from real ingredients. Bread making happened in kitchens across the country using flour, water, yeast, or sourdough starter, and a bit of salt. The dough was kneaded by hand, left to rise, and baked until the crust turned golden. Loaves stayed on the table at nearly every meal and gave a satisfying chew that store loaves often lack. Whole grain versions supplied fiber that research links to comfortable digestion and steady energy. Many families kept a starter going for years, passing the habit from one generation to the next. The process itself created a rhythm in the home with the smell of baking filling the rooms. These days, choosing whole grain flour for occasional home baking brings back that same tradition in a simple way. The bread paired naturally with soups or spreads made from other kitchen staples. People bought or grew what was ready at the moment, so spring brought tender greens and summer brought berries and tomatoes. Fall meant apples and squash, while winter relied on stored roots and cabbage. This natural rhythm kept meals interesting without extra effort. Research suggests that following seasonal patterns often increases the variety of plants eaten over time. Families learned to preserve extras through canning or drying so the flavors lasted. The approach felt practical and tied to the weather outside the window. Markets and roadside stands offered what grew nearby, keeping transportation short. Today, choosing produce that is in season at the store echoes the same idea and supports steady intake of different nutrients throughout the year. Cooks saved bones from roasts, vegetable trimmings, and even the water from cooking greens to create flavorful broths. These simmered slowly on the back of the stove and became the base for soups and gravies. Nothing went to waste because resources were valued. Warm broths have long been appreciated for adding moisture and comfort to meals. Research suggests that homemade broths made with bones and vegetables provide minerals, along with a savory taste that encourages slower eating. Families served them in mugs on cool days or used them to stretch smaller amounts of meat. The practice turned simple ingredients into something nourishing and satisfying. It also created a steady supply of liquid that helped with hydration during regular meals. Evenings often gathered everyone at one table where the same foods were shared. Conversations slowed the pace of eating and helped people notice when they felt full. Traditional meals centered on one-pot dishes or simple combinations of bread, vegetables, and perhaps a small portion of meat. Research suggests that shared meals are associated with more consistent intake of whole foods rather than scattered snacking. The setting itself encouraged appreciation for what had been prepared that day. Children learned the flavors and textures that came from real ingredients cooked at home. These gatherings did not require special recipes, yet built lasting habits around plain, satisfying food. The routine felt ordinary but supported steady nourishment over many years. Our great-grandparents ate whole foods because those choices were simply what daily life offered through gardens, scratch cooking, and seasonal rhythms. Small, steady habits like these can still shape how we eat today without needing complicated rules. Subscribe to HappyMind Nutrition for more calm looks at traditional foods and home kitchens. Remember, this is general, educational information rooted in tradition, not medical advice. Everyone is different, so please talk with your doctor, pharmacist, or a registered dietitian before changing your diet or trying herbs, especially if you are pregnant, nursing, on medication, or managing a health condition.